Oh yeah, you know it. It's DVD collection update time. So, not a terribly huge update this time around. Money's been a little tight the past couple months, so unfortunately we haven't been able to splurge very much. But the few that I have got, I think, are pretty cool. First off, as you know, fairly recently I picked up the complete collection of the Flash Gordon movie serials from the 30s and 40s with Larry Buster Crabbe as Flash and Charles Middleton as Ming the Merciless. Great stuff. Annetta and I have been having a lot of fun watching those. And I thought, you know, most people like to lump this one in with those because it's sort of from the same era. It also stars Buster Crabbe, and it's considered another one of the all-time best sci-fi serials. What am I talking about? None other than Buck Rogers. Oh yeah. Now, of course, you'll know I do have the 70s and 80s series, Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. So it just seemed natural I should complete the set with the other Buck Rogers, namely the original movie serial from 1939. So, great stuff. Buster Crabbe actually did this in between doing the second and third Flash Gordon serials. We haven't watched it yet. We're still actually working our way through Flash Gordon. But, yeah, great stuff. Glad to have it in the collection. Love the old movie serials. Interesting side note, actually, if we take a look in the Buck Rogers set here. Let's see if I can show you. See this little picture right here? The gentleman with the mustache there is actually Buster Crabbe. Yes, old Buck meets new Buck. How cool is that? He has a little more than a cameo appearance in it, and like all of 3 lines of dialogue, unfortunately, but it was just cool to see the old Buck meet the new Buck, you know. Great stuff for the fans. So yeah, so Buck Rogers. Can't go wrong with some old school 30s sci-fi. Then we got one for the baby. Yes, I got it for the baby. It was only $5 at Walmart, okay? Okay. Yes, Volume 1 of The Adventures of Teddy Ruxpin. This contains the first 20 episodes of the series. All 65 episodes have actually been released at the time of this video in 3 conveniently packaged double or triple disc sets. Basically about the thickness of 2 DVD cases. So, great stuff. It's been a lot of fun to watch again, actually. My little brother, when he was growing up, there's a 12-year gap between my brother and I, you know, Cass. And he used to watch this all the time, and he actually had the toys and stuff, too. And I always thought it was really good. But in watching it with Rosie, I didn't realize what an epic saga The Adventures of Teddy Ruxpin really is. Like, you may not know this, but it's actually a serial. The whole thing is serialized. It's a 65-chapter epic story of fantasy adventure with, you know, a cute teddy bear and his octopede friend. But, yeah, anyway, really cool stuff. So, definitely going to pick up the other 2 volumes. Actually, I need to find this one again, because it turns out the second disc is screwed up. Really disappointed on that. Because, well, yeah, it plays like the first episode and then just freezes and locks up after that. So, yeah. But it was only $5, so I'm sure I can find it for $5 again somewhere. And then finally, one that I have been looking for a very long time. A lot of people ask me, you have Evil Dead 1 and Evil Dead 2. What about Army of Darkness? Why don't you have Army of Darkness? Well, the reason I didn't have Army of Darkness was, okay, when I bought these were the Ultimate Editions available of the first 2 Evil Dead movies. Really cool. Book of the Dead editions. And there's been rumors for a while that they would do a Book of the Dead edition of Army of Darkness as well, but there hasn't been any word. One person actually asked me, is the Book of the Dead edition of Evil Dead worth getting? I think yes, if only for the novelty factor. But is it the ultimate edition in terms of contents? No. There was recently a 3-disc Evil Dead set put out with a couple different versions of the movie. I think there's a full frame and a widescreen version, and buttloads of extras. And yeah, so if you really want everything Evil Dead, get the Book of the Dead edition and the new 3-disc edition. I'm probably going to pick up the 3-disc edition as well. So Army of Darkness, the reason I didn't get it for the longest time was because I knew that there was only one edition to get, and that was this one. The Boomstick edition. Why is this the ultimate edition to get? Because it has both the theatrical version and the director's cut, and buttloads of extras to go along with them. So the reason I hadn't got it for so long is because it's out of print and tends to go for princely sums on eBay. So I basically just couldn't afford it. I wasn't about to pay, you know, 50 or 100 bucks for something that I shouldn't have to pay that much for. So inside you've got basically just a little gatefold cover, and it's all upside down and backwards. Let's spin those around, and there we go. So you got the theatrical version and the director's cut on their own discs, each with their own sets of extras. Chapter lists for both versions, and nice little booklet inside with all kinds of cool info by Ash himself, Bruce Campbell. So you can't go wrong with that. Now, how much did I get it for, you're probably wondering. Well, there's a used DVD store in town called Audio Video Replay that we deal with quite often. We sell DVDs there, we buy DVDs there. It's a good place. Lots of rare stuff. Well, Annetta was clearing out some of our DVDs. We've actually been selling off a lot of our DVD editions that have since come out on Blu-ray, and a lot of our season sets that are either coming out or available now in complete series sets. So some series we had complete versions of, others we didn't. We thought we'd just get the Super Deluxe boxed set versions because they tend to have more extras and take up a little less shelf space, unless they're in like oversized deluxe packaging, but whatever. We decided to just, you know, go for some quick cash, sell the sets in the meantime, and then we'll get the complete series sets a little later. So anyway, she was selling off some of our DVDs and saw this on the shelf, used but in perfect condition. Like, there's a little bit of scuffing on the corners, but otherwise in great shape, for 25 bucks. $25. Like, I don't think you could even get it new that cheap originally. So she came back and told me that she saw it there, and I said, why didn't you buy it? Do you have any idea how rare that is? So she went back the next day and grabbed it for me, and I was so happy. So we're actually probably going to watch it this weekend. We're going to watch the director's cut, because I've never seen the director's cut before, and I'm a real stickler for seeing things the way the director intended them to be seen. So yeah, definitely going to check that out. Looking forward to it. And that's it. That's actually it for new DVDs. A whopping 3 in the past month. But that's okay. It's not like we've had a lot of time to watch DVDs anyway. Annetta's been busy with school. I've been busy taking care of Rosie and playing Grand Theft Auto 4. Yeah. Alright. That's it from me to you for now. So thanks for watching. And until next time, sayonara.